got to get the. I just found out yesterday that my theme song that I've chosen as my theme song for this channel, I found out that there is actually um that is actually a song. I thought it was a short song. I mean, it's a little bit longer. Um Someone that it came to the channel the other day, they actually liked it and asked me where I got it from. Well, it's in the YouTube content creators library. And I don't know, I love it because it was positive, upbeat, and it's actually, I forgot to download the lyrics. I'm gonna download the lyrics 'cause I love that song. I start singing that song, and it's always good to start the day positive. I remember, um, you know, on folks live, they were complaining. I don't know why people do. They set the emojis, and we want to have it interactive. We want to see you. Yeah, I understand that, but some people are still shy, still nervous. Some people have a dirty behind truck like I do, and I don't want y'all to see all this funkinization in here. And also, since this is the crack of freaking dawn, um, it's dark as heck outside, and I'm not driving. So that's my excuse today, and I am going to own it. I'm going to own it today. But it's always good to start the day in a positive mood. I don't know. Lately, I don't know why. I'm just happy to be alive. I guess that's a good thing, you know. But we're starting the day with going to brew me a cup of coffee. I'm gonna mix it. I have mocha macchiato, great value that was on sale because nobody liked it. Like, I don't think it's coffee. I think it's freaking cocoa. Mix that with some coffee, and we're gonna start our day that way. You know, you know how that song goes. The best part of waking up. It should be is Folgers in your cup, but I think the best part of waking up is the best part of waking up is waking up. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I know I got up a little earlier than normal and still couldn't get up on time. Get going on time. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, you laugh at me, but everybody got an addiction. Everybody got an addiction, and it looks like yours. You found your enjoyment, Mike, and in your seeds and stuff like that. There's nothing wrong with it, brother. I'm I'm setting up to when I do leave. I'm gonna leave right after I the finish the live this morning. But I think my habanero plant and my tomato plant, they're loving being repotted. They're really loving it. And my little mini greenhouse here is loving the situation. I'll show you that in just a minute. I'm gonna get this coffee going because I need to have my mochaccino latte or whatever with the almond milk and not, yeah, I got no daggone almond milk. you know, my mochaccino latte with the almond milk and the compressed this or whatever. They someone the vegans are was, I guess, somewhere they had were protesting and they put their feet in bricks and had it waited till it solidified and stood in front of Starbucks and you know was saying Starbucks was doing something to them. They don't realize that the price of everything went up. You know what I mean? The price of freaking everything, and they got to, every business got to compensate for that. Oh, they're oppressing us because our almond milk is too expensive. And then Turns out that once the thing, the the whole thing was over, they had to call paramedics and the fire department because they couldn't get out of them daggone concrete shoes. Some people are so stupid that they don't realize how stupid they are. Uh, Especially, I mean, honestly, it's just again my opinion. I'm not an expert in anything. This is for entertainment purposes only. But I think vegans are stupid, and I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it like that. Now, if you're being a vegan for health reasons, I understand. But you got to understand, there's just as much chemicals, unless you're growing it yourself. There's just as much chemicals being poured onto and poison that is done to the vegetables and the GMOs and everything that has to do with the stuff that you're eating, and you kill all kind of animals to plant that stuff that you say is not harming anything. And honestly, the reason why these things grow is because they're alive. I've always said this: you don't know if that plant is screaming at the top of their lungs, "Don't eat me," or when you're taking the tomato off, "Don't take my baby." You don't know this. We think we know everything, but these you got. In other words, for anybody to survive, something's got to die. Sorry, something's got to pass on. You know, um, it's not a nice thing to say. I know it, but something's got to pass on. Now, technically, I would be honest with you. I'd love to be a vegetarian, eat meat every once in a while, because most of the time that's what I do. You know, but I'm not gonna talk down to you and make you look like a freaking idiot because you don't do it. You know what I mean? I would love to, but I just don't have the room or the time. It's much easier as a truck driver to eat the junk food, which I'm not saying that that's smart either. So, that's why yesterday I just had one thing and a sausage and that was it. But it's much easier to get processed food or whatever, even though it's freaking killing me. you know, I know that sounds stupid, doesn't sound counterproductive or nothing, but it's true. It's much easier, but I'd rather, I even have I gotta look for it when I get back home. It's a book on, it's called Ketotarian, which is actually being a vegetarian but living the low carb lifestyle because there's a lot of vegetables that actually can be and used as in the low carb lifestyle. And I remember reading and kind of getting more swayed towards that part of or that aspect of it. I know that sounds counterproductive, what I'm always saying, but um, I'm gonna start figuring something out. Just like I said, I'm gonna be I'm going to take this to maturity, even though I got to move all this stuff out of here to go on to go on as the Europeans would say, go on holiday. To go on holiday, but I'm going to be growing this stuff. Let me show y'all something here. Hold up. Private chat. So settings. Wish there was an easier way to do this. Okay. Back the other way. Pop, 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 pop. Just want to show y'all the. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Doing that awesome. Doing that awesome. And these guys, they the scallions ain't looking too good, looking too hot. But the other guys, they're liking being smooshed in there. I guess it's warm, keeping them warm or something. I don't know, but I'm not gonna. I'm gonna. I just put a little bit of water in there, and I'm going to. I just put just a little bit of water. So I can't transport these two guys like that. I gotta put them down there in this little cubby hole so then we get knocked all over the place. But that seems to not be moving, and I'm really happy with that. You know what I mean? Um, but what I'm planning to do is, because I did it before, I'm gonna get like a Walmart bin that goes all the way across. So I always keep at least two things of water right there, and I'm gonna just fill all this up with plants to grow. I have to take it down when I go to California. When I go into California, the more I hear you, but I'm just showing. I'm just showing my miniature garden. This I'll be videotaping some of this. I just started a new channel thanks to Mike's idea. And Mike is my first subscriber. OTR OTR Gardener. But the thing about this is, and as you can see, this is my seasoning junk and all kind of stuff bin right there. Um, as y'all can see that um, being an over the road truck driver, 99.9% of the time you're alone. Things like this actually give me purpose. It gives you something to do, and I like learning. This is going to help me with my lawn stuff. Learn how to grow. If I can learn how to grow fruits and vegetables, I can learn how to grow grass and stop killing them all, killing it off left and right. You know what I mean? Uh, I'm looking at the camera. My grass is finally growing. I threw all that seed out there. I'm looking at the camera at the house. I do have weeds that are popping up, but the only reason I didn't put, pre-emergent or post-emergent because I'm growing grass and I don't want to mess up the stuff that I'm trying to do. These are the things that is bringing fun. They're bringing, yeah, I just thought about it. That one's just going to be, I think, this channel, I'm going to be chronic with it. I'm going to be still telling the story about this situation right here. I got enough in my name on this channel. I don't want to can't stop walking, but love mowing, cruising, and farming. It had to get kind of long. You know what I mean? It get kind of long. But that's what I'm kind of that's what I'm really kind of saying. You know, but 90% of my job is is not yeah, it's mental. And when you get yourself into a routine, it, 90% eating. Well, that's another thing. If I can grow fresh tomatoes and fresh jalapenos that's spicy, and I got one of the green peppers and habaneros. What I'm gonna do on my other channel is I'm gonna use this fresh ingredients and I'm gonna cook it and I'm gonna cook it in the truck. You know, I'm gonna get some other simple stuff, and these are the things that's gonna be you know, part of the morning exercise. I get to wake up. I've made a habit of getting up and doing this YouTube, but it's actually you guys actually making me look like a freaking truck driver again because they're looking at wow he gets up. Because I would stay in the bunk for like 14 hours, because I had to be there. And now I'm like, well, might as well be there, get there early, might as well, get it done. I'm already up, you know, I'm already heading out, I'm already doing this, I'm already doing that right now. Yeah, actually, I was heading back to Charles know what I'm talking about. Heading to Bordentown. I hate going to freaking Bordentown because now the Love's truck stop is always full. It's like they live there. And the other truck stop you have to pay. You have to pay to get in there. And then one whole side you got to pay to park. So they're like double dipping. I'm like, you guys, you know what the blankety blank. And I was like, well, it's the closest place. I gotta do what I gotta do. So I was heading that way. Then I seen, Service Plaza. I said, well, let me check, see if something's in there. And it was a little tight spot, and I swung it around and got in there. And I've been here all night, and I am happy as you know what in heat, because I didn't have to pay. The magic word, I didn't have to pay. You know what I mean? Um, but and I don't know if y'all can hear my coffee brewing, the the elixir of life. Oh, even though my coffee machine is broke, I gotta hit the button like 3 or 4 times for it to brew. It brews a little bit, and then moves on and brews a little bit more. Then move. I'm like, come on, man. I want my cup of Joe. But hey, hey, hey. If I can start the day out like this, I'm good. And start with some vitamins and potassium. Ugh, I hate having to take pills. Growing old sucks. You know. And my metformin. Excuse me. I didn't want to. If I didn't want to move the microwave and forget and be doing a whole daggone live, and then I'll be like, hey, the mic, hey, oh yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. I'll be making excuses, not knowing that I'm like, well, I'll just let y'all hear everything this time around. But hey, it is what it is. Turn all these lights out for all the crazies come knocking on my door. See, I don't know if you guys know, but Charles will tell you they have what's called uh it'd be nice. I'm trying to be nice when I say that they have what's called lot lizards that come knocking on your doors and hey, how you doing? And no teeth, no front teeth, looking like death warmed over. But like, no, no, have a nice day. I'm good, God. I'm good. I remember one. It came begging for something because they see you sitting in the seat, so they come straight for you, and then you move in the back, and they knocking on the door, and I'm like, hey, 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 get away from my truck. Um, and she's like, it's not like that. I said, no, it ain't like that. Get away from my truck. you know, I mean, I'm sorry. I'm good. But these are the things. That's why I try to pick certain places to stay. I stay other places where I, really don't want to be, but you got to do what you got to do, and that's what goes on around here. I remember one time, um, this overweight sister came up to me and hey, and I looked and I'm like, nah, I used my excuse was I'm a team driver. No, I can't, And she turned around and walked away and had a tube coming out of her back. This is like something out of Tim Burton, you know? And I'm like, oh my God, really? and, and I say that to say that when I first came out here, I did not know the horrors of some of the stuff that goes on out here over the road. I did not know. I remember, I was the good, upstanding Christian. God sent me. I must show love to the masses. I must help everyone. As broke as my behind was, I must help everyone. The Lord sent me. And boy, I got taken like a mother when I was out here. When I first got out until I smartened up. Excuse me. Uh, I'm trying to start that's one I heard. I'm trying to start a church. You're trying to start a church? Can you donate? Or my child has Apollopolis disease. Your child has Apollopolis disease. Oh my God! Let me run to the ATM. You know, and I just over and over and over, and I was struggling then. I think when I first started, I was making like 22 cents a mile or something like that. And boy, a good meal in them days was microwaves, ramen noodles, and I was just I was just running and giving and running and giving, and I remember, and it just dawned on me. Well, you can't lie to these people. You're not a liar, so don't carry any money. You know. So hold on, let's see what let's see what you're saying. Yeah. So so after a while, I just got into the habit of just not carrying money. I just everything was on my debit card or credit card or whatever. So when people would ask me, I honestly didn't have money. So I'm like, nah, I'm sorry, I don't have it. And if the Lord had put it on my heart that you see somebody that looked just totally destroyed, hey, bro, and especially if they didn't ask me, hey, here you go. And oh, thank you. Yeah, that I ain't got no problem. But if I really want to give, I'll call the United Negro College Fund and donate to them because I know they gonna give something. But I remember one time I was in the Carolinas. I was in the Carolinas, and this guy rolled up on me, older black gentleman. He said, "Excuse me, my wife and we broke down up the road, and you know, we we really need a few dollars for gas and." Oh God! And he really put on a show, and I felt bad, but I really didn't have no money, you know. And I tried not to. I was trying, I was like, I felt bad. I was walking in the store, and I was going to get something. I forgot, maybe a bag of chips or something. And I heard that, the cashiers are saying, "Hey, that mother effort's back. He's back again." And yeah, and the other one said, "Yeah, yeah, because he always finds some sucker to mooch off of, and next thing you know, he's in here getting a 6 pack of beer and cigarettes." And I swear, boy, I was so freaking mad. I was fuming. I said, "This mother," and I said, "He almost got me." Because I was like, man, maybe I should go to the ATM and go back and find my man and help him out. And I said, "See, I remember him one time. One guy, he's begging, and he stopped and took a break and walked up to the truck stop and got him something to eat and sat down and was playing on his phone." I said, wait a minute. You begging, you on the phone? You on the phone? Lord, give me strength. But all right, enough of that mess. The other thing I want to talk about is, I guess we could really go in all kind of directions with this, but you know that, what's her name? Um, y'all know how I'm talking about. Now I'm getting old, can't remember her name, but she got on um she got on the air and wanted everybody to boycott Netflix because she was one of the queens of comedy and she's so funny. She's worth all these millions of dollars, and Netflix, wanted to see some of the tapes and didn't want to give her the millions that she said she deserved. And she told everybody about Netflix and about everybody how effed up they are, and everybody is wrong but her. Um, what's y'all help me out? What's her name? And she called her husband daddy and all this other stuff, and she got beef with Tyler Perry, Oprah, Steve Harvey. She got beef with every daggone body. Good morning, good morning. She got beef with every daggone body, but now the lady she got a Monique. Yeah, thank you, thank you. But now she got an upcoming comedy special on Netflix. Really? You got to beef with everybody, and you started with Netflix and everybody's this and everybody that, and then this all came about because she wanted to get paid for going around after some movie that she made, which is what you do. You actually, when you make a movie, you go around and you do these press junkets and you sell that movie. She wanted to get paid for that. Well, if it ain't in your contract, you ain't getting paid for it. But if sometimes we have to go along with the game to make advances. You know, Nobody was just choking you in the neck or whatever. But she was like, I'm not having it. And I ain't doing it. Blah blah blah. And next thing you know, nobody wanted to work with her. You know what I mean? Yeah, you're right. People. But it's kind of like, would that be called hypocritical? You wanted to boycott the place, but now they came with some money. Now y'all, it's all good. You're good. Really? And see, these are the people we look up to. The movie stars and these, the baseball players and the football players and all these people. These are the people we look up to. We make their heads so big that they can't even make it through the freaking door. So if you want to go ask for an autograph or whatever, get away from me, or whatever. These are the people. Do you know who I am? Yeah, you're a human being. These are the people that I'm trying to be like them. Well, other than who's that guy? Keanu Reeves. They say that guy's he's a wonderful human being. He even rides the freaking subway. I don't ride the subway, and everybody says the same thing. He's a real nice person, but the rest ain't having it. I don't hear really nothing nice about anybody. But one good thing is I'm seeing and I googled it this morning. Tyler Perry's trying to get back BET. And again, I'm not a power to the people person. I'm not. Oh, we still on the beggars. Wow, they be in front of your house, dude. Yeah, I mean, I used to not be that mean until I got taken so many times. You know what I mean? All right, have a nice day. Thanks for coming. Thanks for coming through. Um, Back to that part of this story. I don't. I'll give if it falls on my heart. But if you come asking me for something, you ever been to? Hey, I don't know if they do it in you guys state, But you ever been in a gas station and you waiting in line to pay gas? To pay for pump. Let me get 10 on pump two, and people just bluntly come up to you and say, "Hey, hey, I need some money for gas. You got any money?" And these young cats like it's okay. I don't mouth off to most folks, especially in Georgia, because these young kids they'll shoot you behind for peace sake. That's the scary thing. So I don't mouth off to them, and I'm not trying to. Guys, don't get me wrong. I'm not a mean person. I'm actually really nice. And I'll give to anybody. But you guys show me that you need it or you deserve it. But you just blatantly coming out your face. I remember I was one of my spots in Louisiana. It was like a couple of days ago. I usually go to this one spot to go go buy grass seed I don't need, and I go buy my grass seed. Then I walk over to Walmart, look for my low carb whipped cream, and I get the low carb the whipped cream with no sugar in it, and pretend that it's ice cream. I'll be shooting that in my mouth like, oh yeah, this is delicious, delicious. I'll be doing that, and then I was walking back to the truck. And the guy, he's driving along the road, just slows down. Hey, you got some money? I need some money for gas. Really? Really? Unbelievable. It, our society has gotten so far off course. You know, um, it's just a daggone shame. You know, we've gotten so far off course, and the sad part is we can't even trust half of these people that we put in charge. Um, and the thing is, especially when it comes to even Christian leadership. You know, when you give somebody, you put them in authority, instead of them staying humble, they kind of lose their daggone mind and think that they're running everything. Well, even I hate to tell you, even if your pastor is a great preacher or whatever, he's in charge of the church, but he's not in charge of my household. God put me in charge of my household. And I remember that when I first got saved, as my ex-wife would say that, she would say, the pastor this and pastor that. Well, pastor ain't here. And I'll tell pastor to his freaking face, he's not running this house. We live here. You know what I mean? And, you know, we get swelled heads. That's why a lot of times you hear me say that I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful for my marriage to my wife now. I say stuff, a lot of times you got to project that that positive reinforcement so I don't get, because my wife spoils me rotten, and I don't want to ever take advantage of being spoiled rotten. Because you ever hear those stories about you know women that have men, and the ugliest daggone ones, and then they wind up cheating on them because they gave them a chance. This good looking woman gave them a chance because they go, well, if I can pull this one, I can pull anybody. Not me, brother, not me. That's why I try to stay humble. I try to, if I'm gonna, let's even go back to Monique. If she was humble about anything, I would say, well, now that y'all, Netflix, y'all come back to me. Now you want to do something? No, I'm good. And then I would have went on, and said something. That's having morals and having standards and having whatever. But what you're doing is you're desperate because nobody wants to work with the lady. Nobody wants to work. Nobody wants to do anything. Well, now you got to take it where you can get it. You know what I mean? Now you're forced to do something. Um, we just gotta watch that. We gotta watch that. And you know the old saying, "Remember where you came from." You know, you gotta try to remember. At least I tried to. I remember where I came from. I knew. I know how to. The economy is toast. I know how to live broke because I've been broke. I know how to live broke. I've been broke. That's why you think I'm trying to grow some. I'm trying to grow something in here. I've been broke. Push come to shove, I know 100 ways how to make ramen noodles from from oodles of noodles, or get the hot dogs that they were a dollar, whether $1.10 or $1.20 now. I was low on money this week. I still got to get. I get paid once a week. Once a week now. I used to get daily pay. I get paid once a week now. So this guy, man, you pull in there and he's blocking half the daggone. I'm having fun trying to get out of here. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. But hey, it is what it is. But I did never forgotten where I came from. Never not appreciated something. Like my wife, she I would looking at pictures. I'm gonna on the liveathon tomorrow. I'm gonna show you. We did a photo shoot on one of the ships. Didn't realize it was a photo shoot because Charles will tell you what you do is when you get on the boat, and you go into these different booths. They'll say, okay, do this pose. You do the pose, turn forward, smile, click, do this pose, lean forward, turn to the left, put your hand on the shoulder, smile, click. Okay, look at each other, smile, click. You did like 15 or 20 poses and say, okay, thank you. And I'm like, okay. And yeah, you'll come back tomorrow and we'll show you what it looks like. And that's what they do on the boat. They have a backdrop. They have all different types of uh you know backdrops. You see, you'd be like you're in a mansion, or you're standing by. They have pianos. You stand by the piano, lean on the piano, lean forward. We've done it so much that you're saying, okay, I'm not leaning no daggone more. I'm just take the picture. Um, or hold this, or hold their hand, or do this, and it's fun. It's fun. We done got so cheap that what we do is everything's a digital world. So you look on the app, and if my face ain't across, if it doesn't say carnival across my face, I'll just scan it, and I'll just scan it and then do that. I'm like, I'm gonna keep that one, and keep that one, and keep that one. But one time we did the whole thing, and we came back, and it was literally a photo shoot. And the guy, he was just so confident in himself, but he didn't realize we were newly married. I was excited and happy with everything that had to do with being married, and I was tickled pink. And I was just giddy, and just got a credit card, just got a credit card with a big balance on it, and I had a little wine in me, had a little wine in me, and I the guy shows a presentation, beautiful song in the background, and pictures of me and her in black and white, and we were decked out, and it made us look so wonderful. And I really started tearing up and I'm not gonna say it was the one because I looked at it yesterday and do it. Every time I look at it, I do it. But it was an actual photo shoot. And I always say, and I really, my life is finally going great, and I want to do a photo shoot. Didn't realize how much this daggone thing cost. Actually, I'm still paying for it. But they gave us a really. It wasn't like on canvas. It was on like glass or something, and I put it on the middle of our wall. And what I did was, and I'm gonna show y'all that one day. I take one or two pictures from every adventure. This I call it our adventure wall. I take one or two pictures from every adventure that we wherever we've been, and I put it on that wall. And it's also a with a homage or a thank you to God because again, I asked God, I want to live. Not like live, breathe. I've never done nothing. That's my wall to say that I've done something. I've been somewhere. Um, I'm going to put that picture of me and Charles on this crazy roller coaster, and I'm in the back screaming, and because that's a memory that I don't want to forget. So when I'm walking in a cane or wheelchair, I can say that I did that. I was that. You know, um, these are the little things that this digital age has made us forget about. I can say whatever I want on online. I can pretend whoever I am online. If I show you the videos of some clothes that I borrowed from somebody else, or I bought this and get all dolled up, you're thinking I'm living the high life, you know, and it could be that like me running up credit cards. And the sad part about that is I went, because Facebook, you gotta watch out about Facebook. Facebook is very invasive. They look and then you wonder why they look and they actually go into your when you went online and you've looked at this. Next thing you know, there's a commercial on Facebook about that. You ever wonder why you start seeing commercials on YouTube about certain things that you have looked for? I'm always looking for different ways to water my plants. Then I see uh, watering remotes, or hoses for putting in your garden or on your lawn or this or that. And, they're all in your Kool-Aid. And I remember, I think it was like yesterday, and it had for weeks farm machinery auction. That's the auction that gets me in trouble all the time. That's the auction I'm always going down to. Been down there twice. They spent about $1,200. The good thing is I've got, you know, I spent 1,200 and I've got at least three things that are worth, let's see, about $8,000. If I sold them right now, I got three things that I fixed and they're worth about 8 grand. So that's the plus on it. But I got to pay my bills. But they, I thought they stopped doing the auctions, the lawnmower auctions. But guess what's coming up? I'm gonna be on the cruise, but Charles might have to take my phone or computer from me on the 22nd, my wife's birthday, because that's when the auction's going on. I might have to reach in there and buy something. Usually I buy the stuff that says salvage, but y'all pray for me that I'll leave it alone. I'm just saying. But it's funny how when when you're alone as much as I am, you think about stuff and you say, well, what can I do? What makes me happy? So forth and so on. It's like right now, I went online um, to check for my refund. I think I'm getting a refund from the state, But the place that, I had my taxes done, I owed them money, so they had the stuff sent to them. But I paid them up front. They didn't tell me. If y'all had sent me a letter, I'd have paid y'all last year. But they thinking, okay, well, we're just gonna take your money and we're not gonna tell you nothing. But once again, I'm gonna call the state of Georgia. If I got a refund, I'm gonna call them and say, you're double dipping again. Can I get my money? Can I get my money back, please? And we're gonna figure that one out. You know. Oh God, what? Oh, oh, oh. He knows because last time the last Charles tell you the last I was on the phone with him. I was on the phone while the auction was going on, and I was get it's like going through withdrawal. My right hand was shaking. I wanted to hit that button so bad, but I knew we was I think we was about to go on the celebration. It was one of them. We was about to go on the celebration, and I wanted so bad. You know, I don't know. Like I said to Mike earlier in the chat, we all have something that makes us happy. Um, I- when I look back on how many years of miserable I was, how many years of why me, Lord? Why am I being treated like this? And so forth and so on. I look back at that and when I find joy in getting something to work or figuring out something minuscule or watching something grow or figuring out, you know, hey, or just shoveling horse crap. There's a farm that I go to pick up compost. That they mix horse crap with hay and sawdust and stuff like that, and it becomes a good thing. I've been throwing it on my lawn since I moved there and found out about the place. But I get excited because I get to go there. It's a workout when you got to shovel like a half a ton on the trailer, and it's just when you make the little things, when you start figuring out the little things that make you happy, the little things that bring you joy, you just have to find the middle ground. Like right now, the middle ground is I really don't need to be going near them auctions, even though I really find fun in it. But I still have more of my core area that I need to get the parts for, and then I get to start on my Toro. So I have enough to keep me going, but I need to not look over there. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. you like Lord, give me strength. Lord, touch my soul. Lord, take the phone from me so I don't do it. Because like Michael said, he's sorting seeds. And I can hear it in your voice because you when you do your videos, you be giggling and laughing. You're having fun, and that's the whole thing about it. You're having fun. I remember I have two videos on my Husqvarna, and I just was it just it's like it was like a kid in a candy store when I did the video. And nobody watched it for a long time. But those both of those videos, those are actual videos, got both of those videos were actually 8,000 views apiece. Now, if I would have been monetized, that'd have been great. But you know, the negative naysayers, they didn't realize that I had a driving lawn before that, but I got scammed out of it. It was stolen from me, and I could have went and got ghetto and beat the living bejesus out of the guy, but I would have been in jail, and then it would have cost me more than the $400 that I paid for the lawnmower. And I didn't know that you're supposed to have the receipts, the serial numbers or whatever. So if something does get taken, you have all this stuff. So somebody steals some of my stuff now, I'm pissed out of luck. I can't go to the cops and say this is my stuff. So I learned something out of that. And I learned if I went and killed this guy for a freaking lawnmower, what good was that going to do me? Y'all wouldn't be hearing me right now. I beat somebody's boyfriend, Big Biff, in jail. But when I did that video, when I did it, good morning, Wanda, good morning. And when I did that video, I was happy because I didn't ask for it. I didn't ask for a lawnmower, driving lawnmower. My wife has seen me out there struggling with, a regular push mower, and she said, "No, I'm gonna get you a lawnmower." I told, "Oh, okay." Well, I said I'd like I always wanted a zero turn. Nah, you ain't getting no zero. Nah, I ain't getting no zero turn. But but I didn't think nothing about it. Next thing you know, I'm on the road. She said, "Your Husqvarna just showed up." I said, "Husqvarna? It's a Husqvarna, 42-inch riding lawn tractor." I said, "What?" And you know, and from Lowe's. And when I got it, I was when I did that video, you can hear it in my voice. Yeah, you see a beer bottle there, but fuck, freak, I'm a dude, you know. And oh, don't be drinking and mowing. Really, really. And I learned my lesson. That's another story. But I was so happy and giddy, and that's when it kind of started. And I remember I bought it was a Ferris H something 34-inch. This thing was a freaking tank from these country bunkings in North Georgia on this little backside road. I said, you know what? If I'm gonna have to fight my way out of here, boy, blah blah blah. All I got is 100. I think I gave him $150 for it. For the more. And I got it. It's so funny. Me and this 900-pound fat dude struggling to get this thing on my trailer. But we got it on the trailer and we got it home. And when I figured out, I had a bad carburetor. It was a bad carburetor. And um, what else was? The tires was flat. I got the tires fixed. It was a bad carburetor. It was a short in the wiring. I figured out how to jump it and whatever. The oil was sludge. I mean, it was messed up. But I got that daggone thing working, and the addiction started growing. I got it working, and and again, I didn't, and I'm very thankful for my friends and subscribers or whatever. I didn't think that people like that stuff, and I started just having fun and mowing with that big. It was a big. It was a tank. It was a tank for peace sake. But that tank made me happy. It made me want to come home. It made me want to do what normal people don't want to do. Don't want to come home and do yard work. I want to come home and cut something. I want to come home and clean something. And it actually helped me, to prevent my association from tripping about my yard, you know, because I'm in that yard and like, oh, okay, and even when I come home now, I'm like, I'll be looking around. Like when I go home, I don't go in the house. I have to inspect my yard first. What I need to be doing. Come back, and my wife who crack up. Why she crack up? Because she knew. Oh, he home, and she comes out and gives me a hug, and then goes back in the house because she knows I'm inspecting like the yard, see what I need to be done. But because I do that, we don't get monthly um letters or hey, you've got to do this, trim this, trim that. Because I'm looking like, okay, that blah blah blah, bam, bam, gotta get that, bam, 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 bam. You know, I stopped with now that the prices of my mowers done went up. You know, I have dang near $20,000 worth of stuff right now. I leave that beer alone till I'm done. You know what I'm saying? That's called being responsible. I'm very responsible now because I think I told this story. I hit a stump, messed up my blade, messed up the spindle, messed up my belt, and that was before I really don't like to take apart the bottom part of my tractor because if I don't put it back right, I'm gonna mess it up. So I just take it to the dealer. Like my John Deere, like that's a very expensive commercial mower. If I got other than changing the oil or whatever, I'm taking that. I take that to the dealer. That goes to the dealer because of that. But I'm going back to. Let's circle all the way back to the beginning. This stuff has made me appreciate a whole lot of things in the home, especially when I'm technically not the breadwinner in my house. My wife is. And a lot of times, what people don't realize is even like Wanda said it, and I was listening, and I was like screaming when she said it. Um, she said in one of her videos that you got all these women saying, "I don't need a man, but I need my man." That I mean, I'm just saying in my words, if that wasn't exactly what she said. But my wife, when she says something like that, she'll say, "Yeah, send them away." And what she says is, um, "This is I see that this needs to be fixed." What? Dun dun dun! I throw on my super cape and I make sure it's taken care of right there, even if it's a light bulb. The light bulb went on, and oh, really? I got which ladder do I get? Uh, do I get the non-fluorescent light bulbs, or should I get the ones that last a little longer? Should I get this one? And I'm thinking, and I got to plan this. I put my gloves on. I'm all professional, just change the light bulb. But that is something as a man. I say I need to be needed, and she makes sure that she lets me know that I am needed in her life. And what you said about tools. Now I was wondering why you was asking me. Now I know. I almost went by. I think that place was in Bordentown where I found that joke down because I saw on my wall about can I fix this? Can I send someone else to do it, or can I fix it? No, I need to go buy some tools. I'm that person. I'm that person that I get excited. I'll buy something knowing I don't need that freaking tool. And then 6 months to a year later, 6 months to a year later, something goes down, and I'm thinking, oh, wait a minute, do I go? Yeah, ha ha. And I'm looking through it, and I know exactly. There it is. There it is. I even got like a little pin that I to see if something's hot. It'll be green, and I just bought it for the heck of it. But now I use it all the time. I just switched out a light switch. When I was at home, and it's so funny. I have in um in the garage. I was up in my garage has an attic, and when I went up there, I I didn't stabilize the ladder. I didn't put something so it wouldn't slide. The ladder slid, and I almost broke my neck, and I subconsciously didn't want to get back up on that ladder, even to close the hatch, because I remember fell and almost broke my neck. But I was in there and I changed the light. I said, man, I'm tired of looking at that. I know I know she tired of looking at it. Let me. I got one of those ladders that go into different shapes or whatever. Made it into an A-frame, and I did this and yeah, and I got up there and closed the thing after like a year and a half, and I was on the road. She said, "Hey, babe." She said, "Hey, babe. Did you close the hatch in that attic in the garage?" I said, "Yeah, I did last time I was home." She said, "Oh, I was just a little nervous because I noticed that it was done." And I was, "Oh, yeah." I said, "I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I should have did that a long time ago." That's how we both laughing. So yeah, I should have did that a long time ago. Um, but and I walked, that's a lot of times when I walk around my garage. When we first moved there was nothing in there because I had not one tool. I didn't. I've always every tool I bought, I needed it for something, and it's grown to have this huge collection of stuff. And I even have I even have a brand new tire for it was for I call Big Red that Ferris that it died, the engine died, and I scrapped it. But that tire turns out is the same tire size for my John Deere 34 inch. So I got all kind of, if I need tires, I know I got to know where to go, and that's again it's something I found. I turned something, every guy jokes about honeydew lists and all that, and I don't want to do that. And I'm on the road. I don't feel like doing all that. I turned something that was negative to most men into a positive because I know my wife needs me. And I turned it into a positive about doing the yard work, working around the house, and I got to really turn my attention back into the house. I want to start painting some rooms and stuff like that, and fixing stuff that I noticed is getting on my last daggone nerves. But I've done that to to what's the word? When I make stuff that's normally a negative into a positive, it makes it much more easy for me to want to do it. It makes it much more easy for me to want to understand. It makes much more easy for me to get back and figure it out and handle it and make sure that I move it in the right way. And if I could say anything to anybody, is if it's a negative and you don't like it, find a way to make it a positive. Find a way to make it something positive because you don't know what the purpose of that is. You know, we used to live next to these Koreans. Guy freaking hated me. I didn't care, but he thought he was slick. 'Cause I know I have this retaining wall, and before we moved in there, he had his drains from his water spouts. I guess from the not water spouts, but gutters, and he had it like trenched all the way across his yard, and it comes out in my retaining wall. But he knew that no one could see it because the owners where we lived it walled, put some plywood there. It looks all ghetto or whatever, and I just finally started fixing it. But those pieces of wood for that retaining wall, $45 a piece, was just hard. I finally found a place that I can get them for like $20 to $13 a piece. I'm gonna start stacking them up so I can finish repairing it. But I pulled a piece of the wall and seen that the drain was just coming straight out through a part in the wall that was rotted away. And you thought I was just gonna say that was okay? I was okay. I got something for you. I had, because I keep everything. Because y'all know I dug the drain in my backyard. I got that hose. I dug it up to the part where I know it's probably his property. Got me some duct tape. Cut that pipe off. Lifted it up. Moved it out the way. Reran the pipe back onto his property, dug a trench, and buried it. Because you're not gonna just do whatever, you know what I mean? But and I'm when there's new people that are moving in over there, and I'm gonna talk to them. I can't stop the water, but we can redirect it. So if it comes out, it'll come out at the end of my driveway and go into my drain, and then keep going through the backyard. You know what I mean? Uh, yeah, yeah. I know it feels good to be done, but you're gonna get some more seed there, buddy, and you're gonna have to do it again. But that's all right. That's okay. These are the things, you know, instead of putting all that stress on you as a YouTube creator to say, I got to come up with this, I got to do that. No, when you enjoy yourself and you're having fun, you won't be stressing out. Well, I got to have this content. Like right now, I started doing that because my page grows on the shorts for some reason. My shorts, it slowed down a bit. I'm like, okay, well, nah, let me stop stressing out. When I get home, I'm do some more. I'm do some videos. Um, do some videos of stuff that I like to do, but I gotta remember, I got other stuff. I gotta start studying for my hazmat recertification, and I gotta pack. I'm gonna start packing this weekend, so when I get back home, it won't be like you know World War III in my bedroom. You know what I mean? I got to pack. I got to get that stuff ready to go on the boat. I can't wait. I'm hoping that guy's Burger Barn on the Mardi Gras is going to be up to par. I got to. I'm going to try all the places that were horrendous. I don't think, shebang. I don't think we. I'm not. I don't want to do shebang again. I was so disappointed. I'm not. I don't think I'm gonna go there. But there's an Italian restaurant. Might try the sushi. Might. I don't know. Or that the fried rice. Well, we're gonna do because my wife, she loves to do the cooking. I'm gonna do the they have a cooking class. I'm gonna sign it up, and she's gonna want me to do. Oh no, dear, this is your birthday. You do it. Enjoy yourself. I'll just stay there and have the videotape going, and blah blah blah, blah blah blah. I learned my lesson from the last one, getting yelled at, and I don't like to get yelled at. Especially when I'm on vacation. You know what I mean. But we're gonna figure that part of it out. But I got to shut down early today because gonna be tomorrow. I'm gonna be actually we're gonna be going at 4 o'clock. So I got to get up at 3 o'clock. Um, 3 o'clock for the hypathon. I've got some stuff ready, and I'm hoping I can get some more in there so I can stay on track. And because I got to find a place where I'm not just gonna do the scene right now, because if you look, the sun finally has come out. You know, the sun will come out tomorrow. So this is where I'm sitting. Yes, yep, yep. So I gotta find some place, where that I can get up and be interactive and be able to look at everything and everybody, and do the right things and all that stuff, and put up all my stuff, and so forth, you know and make it fun. Most repairs are done by the host, are done by trial and error and a lot of beer. And I will be doing all this and making sure that we make sure that we keep on track. And always, I just want to say thank you. Thank you for coming by. You guys didn't have to get up at the. I think I'm gonna change this to the crack of dawn talk. what's COQ10? Because that's why I take a lot of stuff because all the stuff that I'm taking because I'm back to the pre-diabetic stage, but I be jumping up and down, so I'm just trying to keep on it. Um, a lot of this, a lot of this stuff strips you of everything. You know, the medicine is supposed to help you. There's like so many freaking side effects. Causes this, cause heart murmurs, cause this, that, and the other. And then like, oh my god, you know. But I don't want to be that one. Oh, well, Mr. Banks, we're gonna have to cut your foot off. You know. Okay. I'm gonna have to look that up and see what metformin. I'm gonna have to. The professional Google does a lot of things. Let's see settings, camera. See, people are like, well, you have to be interactive. Yeah, yeah. If it ain't so freaking dark, see, and then you see that light. It's all trying to trying to do everything at once and everything for everybody. People, everybody is the professional. You know what I mean? So it's called Q10 or CO factor Q10. I'm gonna have to look that up. Yeah, but I'm always because boy, this gray ain't no joke. It's great, no joke. And the crazy part about the hypathon, yeah, I'm gonna need to be driving, but a lot of my stuff, okay, I'll look it up. A lot of the stuff that I'm want to do for the hypathon, I got. You see how close I am because I got my glasses off, so I can see the screen, so I can hit this button, and I could do this, or I could, you know what I mean? I can do my. I can't be doing that when I'm driving. um, and that's what I'm saying. I did that part of it. And be honest with you, I want to get off of the metformin, but I need to lose another, I think about 40 pounds. I think I'll be straight when I do that. But you know how you get. I'll make every excuse in the book not to do or not to whatever. Every excuse in the book, and I'm honestly I'm tired of making excuses. You know what I mean. I'm tired of making excuses. Uh, we normally get out every morning when we're on the boat and walk. I'm actually walk this time. I made all excuse, but I'm gonna get up earlier. I like walking, earlier. Because I don't know why. I'm gonna get out earlier and get my set amount in and get my exercise. You know what I mean? But we'll see how that goes. You just gotta keep doing something till it becomes a habit. Like right now, these morning talks, it's become a habit. You know, and I get up like normally when you want to turn over, oh, I don't want to do it, mommy. No, I have to get up. Got to get up. Got to get the day going. Got to get it rolling. And I was a little nervous because I looked at my hours. I was at 16. Yeah, we'll figure something out. I was on 16,666. That was my hour. I was like, man, I got we got to get rid of that. I don't like that one. So, but we're slowly climbing, and we're almost at the halfway point with everything, with the subscribers, um, hours, and that's what I'm very happy, very excited about. Um, we're gonna figure the rest of it out, and then just keep going, come up with different ideas and different things to grow the channel and keep making it fun. I want to do this because I'm having fun. Um, I want to actually eat a daggone tomato off this plant when it grows big enough. You know, I want to be able to do those things because I see other people doing them, and I'm like, well, they're having fun. I want to have fun too. You know, and enjoy that part of it. We can. I know I can, so you can too. You know what I mean? Every once in a while, I come up with something positive, positive reinforcement, something. Hopefully, there's something I said in the live was important or positive or something reinforcing or not complaining, especially about Monique and whatever. Um, what did y'all think about the Chris Rock? I really don't think he's funny, but some of he tells it like it is, which is true. He shouldn't have got the piss slapped out of him. you know, but he played his cards right. He made Will Smith look real stupid. You know, they kind of look stupid, but it is what it is. All right, guys, I kind of went a little bit over. Um, but I just wanted to say once again for you guys that are going to sleep, good night, and the guys that are waking up, good morning. And as always, if you don't think nobody loves you, God loves you, and I love you too. Peace out, and I'll see y'all bright and early tomorrow for the hyperthon. I'm gonna have to be welcome to the hyperthon. Yeah, yeah. Look at my channel. Join my channel. but yeah, that's all right. I gotta go sleep early. I done gave myself a headache already. All right. Night later. Peace out. I got time to get to work and start working. All right. Later.